What is up, my Bodyweight warriors? Welcome back to another episode, episode 4 of the Bodyweight Basics series. It is another beautiful day here in England. Nonetheless, I've got some coffee. I've also got some bulletproof mushroom coffee as well. So in here we got butter, MCT oil, coffee, chaga, Panax ginseng, and then kind of just chucked it in a jar and shook it together. I've been having this for the past couple of weeks and it actually does make me feel pretty awesome. For those who don't know about chaga and ginseng, then I will put some links in the description, but basically chaga is a fungus that grows on trees. Ginseng is like an adaptogenic herb that's used in Eastern medicine. Both have lots of benefits. If you want to find out more, I'll just link it down below. Anyway, I thought you might find it interesting. But on to actually today's video and talking a little bit about training. Today is actually a rest day. What I thought this would give me opportunity to do is number one, show you what I do on a rest day, because a rest day doesn't mean you sit on a sofa and just watch Netflix and do nothing. And also give you a little bit more information about what my training looks like exactly, because although you may have seen training sessions here and there, you might be interested to see what it looks like over the period of a week. For me, training currently is pretty straightforward and simple. I do 2 upper body days a week and 2 lower body days a week. Those upper body days are focused currently on preparation for the one-arm handstand, so just overhead strength, and then also some hypertrophy at the moment, because who doesn't love some gains? The lower body days are focused on basic lower body strength, and then that's where I do my loaded mobility as well. So that means I'm only really training 4 days out of the 7 days that I could be training. The reason that it's less is that I found over time and through experimentation, that's kind of what works for me and that's what finds a good balance. I like to just complement that with some play and some other things on rest days like today. And that's what personally works for me. So in terms of this rest day, I will be doing some movement, but I'm gonna have to leave that till later. So I've got a couple of meetings to go to.
Many months later.
It is now like 4 o'clock, so finished some meetings. I haven't really done much today in terms of movement. I did kind of my morning routine that I usually do, and I'll link to a video I made about that. Now it's time to go and do some general movement. I'm gonna do it at the gym because I am here, but usually I would just do this at home throughout the day generally. Part of that Daily Move 2018 challenge. Again, I'll link that one down below.
Why?
So in terms of what I do on the Daily Move challenge, it's mostly focused around squatting and hanging, and then I'll probably throw some juggling and other fun stuff in as well. The hanging has actually been a very important one when it comes to the repair and recovery of my supraspinatus tear and then the bicep tendinopathy that's sort of followed from it. There's a great book, and I can't remember who the author is, but it's basically called Shoulder Pain, The Solution and Prevention, and it's basically all about brachiating and hanging to fix shoulder pain. Fitness FAQs actually posted a video recently about it and doing active hangs, and again I'll post that down below. So much stuff in the description today. Just a great thing to add to your daily routine. As I said, trying to accumulate 5 minutes of hanging is what I recommended in the Daily Move 2018. I've been doing something similar in an active and a passive hang, even working up to that 5-minute squat right now.
Chuki beat.
For the hanging stuff, I wouldn't recommend doing it all in one go. I did maybe like a couple of minutes accumulation then, but I have been doing it throughout the day. Like when I wake up, I'll do 30 seconds because I've got one in my door frame, and then here and there, I'll just hang. It just makes the shoulders feel good, especially if you're sat at a computer or on your phone or something. It just opens up that chest. And in terms of squatting, you don't just have to sit statically in a squat to get that squat accumulation. You can move in and out of a squat. So for one example, I posted on Instagram a few days ago, was this drop to figure 4 position, push back up and drop down. And that's a great hip opener that also incorporates the squat position. So another thing you can do is just kind of play with locomotion and just experiment with some core positions like the monkey or the frog. Both of them are great ways to incorporate a squat into your movement and get some blood flowing. So just generally, this is what I do on a day-to-day basis as well, but I do a little bit more on my rest days. I do something to get the blood flowing. It's very explorative. There's nothing structured about it. I kind of just have fun, and it's a good time. It's a good way to improve your mobility. The one last thing that I do usually do on my rest days and every single day is some prehab for my shoulder. This is because it's still a little bit injured, and that is basically isometric contractions of internal and external rotation. And the reason I do isometrics is it's a great way of improving how many motor neurons you can recruit, but also a good way of getting blood flow in there. And because it doesn't cause much muscle damage, it's a great thing you can do on a daily basis if you are injured. And that's kind of it for my rest day sort of play.
Chuki B.
As usual, just getting a bit carried away. And that is kind of my rest day, or what I do on pretty much every day, to be honest. It is a daily Move 2018 challenge. So it's something I do every single day. I usually do a little bit more on a rest day, especially some of that like movement flow stuff. It's kind of full body, general light stuff. It's just good for blood flow and actually does help recovery. But that's just me personally. I'd love to hear what you do on your rest days. Do you just sit at home, gorge on the internet, or do you get up and do something structured or specific? Let me know. I'd love to hear. Leave your comment down below. Join the conversation. As always, guys, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and support the channel. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe button, join the Bodyweight Warrior tribe. But that's been it for this week, guys. Have a strong week and peace.